Hey everyone, welcome along to a brand new video where today we're taking a look at Grid Legends Story Mode, Driven to Glory. Thanks to EA's Creator Network and Codemasters for the access to this game, we're going to showcase the first 6 chapters of what you can expect from this incredible new story mode included within Grid Legends.
So you don't take any responsibility for what happened?
Hell no.
Okay, 22, there's too much debris on track. We need you to come in.
That's a negative. Do not retire the car. I repeat, do not retire.
Now, Driven to Glory is a classic underdog tale shot in a documentary style, kind of like what you'd see a bit like Netflix's Drive to Survive, blending mixed reality cutscenes filmed using cutting-edge virtual production, similar to that also you would have seen if you've watched The Mandalorian. You play the role of Driver 22, which means anyone and everyone can be Driver 22. There's no face to this character, so you can put yourself in that helmet and become that driver. You're the new driver on the grid, and you've got to make your way through all the way to the top of the Grid World Series. You've been hired as a second driver for a struggling team, Seneca Racing. And Seneca, well, they haven't had the best of luck with number 2 drivers in the past. You'll see in one of the cutscenes coming up, the test doesn't go so well, which gives you the opportunity to become that second driver. It's going to be a gamble. You've got plenty of different styles of vehicles that you need to master, and can you rise to the challenge and to the top of the Grid World Series, where you'll finally be going up against the all-almighty Raven West. So after the initial cutscene that you've seen here, we're heading to London, where this is Chapter 1, Beginnings. There's just a few days to go before the Grid World Series starts, and Seneca Racing Team Principal Marcus Addo has had a tip-off about a new talent and an amateur driver showcase event, and that is what you're seeing right here. The task: finish ahead of Mateo Vega.
Okay, let's aim to place in front of Vega. He's been having some good races recently. Nice driving today. I'll be shocked if it didn't catch Addo's eye.
For Chapter 2, it's Prove Yourself. The rumours are true, and Marcus Addo has basically had his head turned by a driver, but just not the one he expected. Yes, you have surpassed all of the expectations and given him someone to look at, and now is another opportunity for you to steal the show. Single-seater, Rookie Cup, circuit racing. Let's do this.
Better believe I'm picking up the phone and making a call.
Thank you, Marcus. Fantastic to have you here. The drivers are going to have to show real skill if they have dreams of participating in the Grid World Series.
Hey, you heard that right. Addo is scouting a new driver for Seneca. This could be your break. You've got nothing to lose. Give it your best shot. Okay, 2 more laps. You're in a good position. Try to stick with it. Great drive. Honestly, I don't think there's any way Ado could ignore your performance today. I've got a feeling you'll be having some very interesting discussions. Congratulations.
And Seneca continued to have trouble during testing, with multiple drivers involved in on-track incidents.
No mistakes this time.
Run it again, but with less throttle. Don't worry, just superficial damage. We'll get there. I promise.
They now look to their new signing, taking on the number 22 to turn around this bad spell.
We then move on to Chapter 3, The New Beginnings, where we now need to prove ourselves in a time trial event. GT Class 3 event, and this is where we need to show can we put everything together on the track and really prove that we're going to be the force they need in this team as a second driver to really take them to the next level.
This car can do. Push it.
Okay, 22. For the first race of the series, we'll need you to keep up with you, mate. So while you're getting data for a Jeep, just get a feel for the car.
To try a corner with a touch of handbrake, I'd like to see you control the slide. Let's see if we can hit top speed in this section. Great time. Let's see if you can find any more pace. Okay, big push to the finish line now.
My mother has this saying, it's the farmer that makes the dish. What that means is you have to adapt to the ingredients on hand. I went to scout one driver, but found another. And I was impressed by our chat, so I made an offer.
Wait, you were impressed by a conversation?
That's right. You see, to me, when a person's capable of greatness, it's not just about performance. It's about them, who they are. Great drivers are like the great in any field. You know, they have an obsession, a hunger. They have a need to be more, to prove what only they know they can be. I haven't met anyone this passionate since I found Yume.
So we've proven ourselves, and it's now time to actually induct ourselves into the opening race day of the semi-pro tier of the Grid World Series. And Seneca are putting faith in us to deliver. Well, because if we fail, it's going to be down to Yumi Tanaka having to race on her own for the entire season. And that would spell disaster for the overall franchise.
Alright, 22. Remember what Ado said. Just try and keep up with you, mate. Bring the car back in one piece.
As this is your first race, there's no need to push the car to the limit. Just give us a good drive and follow Yume's lead.
Last lap. Push up to the front. Great drive! What a win!
Phenomenal job in the first race of the season moves us into Chapter 5, Into the Fray. It's a track day special eliminator where the back two places get removed from the race every 30 seconds. So you need to make sure we're out the pack, and actually we need to finish 10th or higher in this race. On top of that, Marcus Addo knows that to really excel, Seneca Racing needs a rival. And this is Enter Volts, the current fan favourites and the perfect team to chase.
We need to aim to stay competitive with Volt. That's our path to the Pro League.
My name is Yume Tanaka. I've been lead driver with Seneca for 3 years now, and my goal is to become the first woman ever to win the championship.
Let's talk about your new teammate for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Marcus Addo hiring an unknown?
Look, Addo likes to invest in potential, and that's who we are as a team. But when it comes down to it, the thing that matters is, are you actually good enough? It takes serious talent to race across this many disciplines and events in a single season. Racing teams don't survive on effort or good intentions. We need to win.
And surviving the Eliminator, we then move on to Chapter 6, where we need to get our elbows out. The plan to be known as Volts' main rivals has definitely caught the attention of their star driver, Valentin Manzi. And right now, he's laser focused on us. We're heading to Paris, circuit racing in stadium trucks.
If they're gunning for you now. One place to the front of the pack.
So that's just given you a little look at what you can expect from the Grid Legends story mode, Driven to Glory. So much more to come, and so much more to do and conquer in that storyline. I cannot wait to see where it goes when this game finally releases. Of course, Grid Legends has so much more to offer as well outside of this epic story. You can race anyone online, multiplayer across Xbox, PlayStation and PC, with lobbies up to 22 players. Over 130 global routes featuring some iconic grid locations and real-life circuits, plus the biggest roster of cars at launch for a grid game. I personally cannot wait for this game to release so I can play it more and actually go and complete this story. Hope you enjoyed this video. A huge thank you once again to EA's Creator Network and Codemasters for offering me the opportunity to play this game and share it with you right here, right now. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like on this video. If you didn't give it, leave a dislike, and let me know down in the comments what you think about Grid Legends story mode, Driven to Glory. Until the next one, stay safe, and I'll speak to you very soon in another video.